Jon Jones has now made it official. He's coming out of retirement. That's right. Just 1 week after saying he was done with the sport, Jones stunned everyone again by announcing that he's back in the drug testing pool, which pretty much confirms he's returning to active competition. At first, this back and forth might seem strange. But when you dig deeper into what's been going on lately, it starts to make sense. A lot of people think his sudden retirement wasn't really about the fight game, but more about personal problems, especially that recent hit-and-run incident that made headlines and stirred up plenty of controversy. Even Dana White spoke up not long after, saying that Jon's decision to step away wasn't about ducking Tom Aspinall, which further hinted that fear or pressure had nothing to do with it. Now, with those legal issues apparently behind him, Jones seems ready to flip the switch once more and step back into the madness. But here's the twist. Who does he fight next? That's still a big question mark. Still, don't be surprised if he's targeting Aspinall. It almost feels like Jones has always operated on his own terms. And maybe, just maybe, the thought of stepping back in and taking that belt from Aspinall means more to him than just defending the title he already held. Maybe that's the push he needed to get back in there. With Jon Jones, nothing is ever simple. But one thing's certain, the heavyweight division just got a lot more interesting again.
The fact that he's re-entered the testing pool means he's not messing around, okay? What has changed? I don't think that in 2 weeks' time, all the fan backlash, because there's a lot of people that support him, I don't think it's people talking online that's going to influence him to come out of retirement in 2 weeks. I think maybe he went out to Thailand, he was enjoying himself, he got carried away with things, and maybe some people were in his ear. All that stuff going on, all the distractions, being out in Thailand, maybe partying, waking up hungover and thought, you know what, I can't deal with a fucking fight camp. But he's come back. Maybe he's gotten straight and narrow. He has been going a bit berserk on Twitter lately, but maybe he's come back. He's gotten straight and narrow. He's got his shit together. He's thinking straight and clean. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, I've got a bunch of money coming in from this lawsuit, but I am leaving a lot of money on the table. And of course, maybe now because Jon has got a new opponent.
Moving up next, we have Tom Aspinall shuts down Jon Jones matchup, hints at next opponent. And of course, maybe now it's because Jon's got someone else in mind. Tom Aspinall was recently asked about his next fight, and he completely shut down any talk of facing Jon Jones. For him, that matchup isn't happening. In fact, he confirmed that he already knows exactly who he'll be fighting next. And while he couldn't drop the name just yet, he described it as the toughest fight of his whole career. But he made it crystal clear to everyone. It is not Jon Jones. For Tom's first title defense, Cyril Gane looked like the obvious pick. Gane's coming off a controversial win over Alexander Volkov. Some fans feel Volkov actually deserves the shot more than Gane. But it's worth remembering that Aspinall already finished Volkov once, and there's just not much buzz around doing that rematch. Gane is slick, dangerous, and can definitely give Aspinall problems. But it's hard to say if Aspinall would go as far as calling him his toughest fight ever. That's where it gets interesting. Some fans have started wondering, what if he's hinting at Alex Pereira? But that doesn't seem likely right now, since Pereira has said he's planning to face Magomed Ankalaev in the fall. So if it's not Jon Jones, probably not Pereira, and not Volkov, who's left? Most likely it's Bongaman, Cyril Gane. But Uncle Chael keeps saying he's got inside info from Alex Pereira's camp that Pereira's next fight will be at heavyweight. Just when it looked like the heavyweight story was settled, it's getting wild all over again. Here's what Aspinall said about Jon Jones and who he's fighting next.
So if I'm scared to look like, if I'm looking at my next opponent, right, as I said, I can't say who it is, but if I'm looking at him, I think, I'll just blast through this guy and then I'll have a legacy fight after that. Like that, I'm not going to be at my optimal performance if I'm just thinking, I'm just going to blast through him. I never ever think like that. It doesn't matter if I'm number 1 in the world or number 100 in the world. Like, the guy I'm fighting next is the most dangerous guy that I'm ever going to have to fight. Like, I'm scared of that person. I need to train and make sure I'm in a place physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually that I'm going to go and give my 100% everything to that guy.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss what's next. See you soon.